Next, we have Ventsislav. Welcome from Bulgaria. Ventsislav, please go ahead.
Hi, everybody. I would like to thank you for the opportunity to be a speaker at this forum. And I'll be speaking about real estate tokenizations, since we believe it is a huge innovation, which will enable fractional ownership, enhance liquidity on the market, and improve transparency. It will make property investment more accessible to a wider audience, because we know that the market entry for property investment is difficult, because it requires a lot of money. But first of all, we have to consider how is the legal system built in Europe. In continental Europe, the transfer of ownership over property rights is strictly regulated, and in most of the countries, it is done through a notary deed. This is a specific deal signed in front of a public notary, which is then also registered in a public register. So this legal requirement ensures the validity and enforceability of the real estate transaction. And this highlights also severe limitation for tokenization models, since they cannot confer ownership rights over real estate in continental Europe, because here we have similar legal system. I'm not expert on UK, but what I know and what I've researched is that there they don't have notary deeds, rather than a land registration system. Unlike civil law countries, where a notary is a public and plays a key role, ownership in real estate in the UK is primarily registered within the, I think it's called land registry, and the ownership of real estate is proven by a title register, which is issued by this land register. So in a tokenized real estate model, digital tokens, they represent the investor's share in the profits or other economic rights derived from specific property, rather than the property itself. This is because these tokens are tied to an individual real estate project, and often sold at a fixed price. The funds are collected by the company in order to acquire and or develop the property. Depends on the mechanism. And after the property is sold, profits from it are distributed proportionally among the token holders, depending on their percent they have. For example, if you have purchased tokens for 10,000 euro for a property valued at 1 million, this represents 1% of the total token issues, and you'll be entitled for 1% of the net profit of the property of the eventual sale. But as we can see here, we have a clear contractual relationship between the issuer of the tokens and the token holders. So at the end, we can say for sure that owning tokens related to a specific property that does not constitute ownership of the property itself. So basically, at the end, it is the company's decision when and on what price to sell the property, depending on the market conditions, and to make the biggest profit in order to have profit for itself and for the investors. So here we can have different models for financing. For example, some of the companies dealing with tokenization, they can hold some of the tokens issued initially for themselves, or they can have a administrative fee or commercial fee regarding at the end of the sale, when the property is built and sold to the market. I think it is important to have a knowledge what a successful tokenization is, and as per our understanding and as per the MiCA regulation, which is enforceable in Europe, um, successful tokenization is when sufficient funds are raised for the specific task. This has to have a time frame. It cannot be indefinite. And if the successful tokenization does not occur in the defined time frame, the company will have to reimburse the token holders with the money they have invested. At the end of the whole process, when the company sells the property, it actually buybacks the tokens and burns them. So once more, we can see that this contractual relationship between the token holders and the company, which will be the intermediary and the actual owner of the property. It will depend on the specific platform which is developed, whether they will have a variable current price of the tokens. Based on our experience, most of the companies decide to have a nominal value for the token, which does not change throughout the process. Again, based on our experience, I see that the companies are building their projects on Ethereum, on the Ethereum blockchain, and they have the option to choose whether the tokens will be fungible or non-fungible. This is a specific decision whether the company wants to have full control of the tokens. In our experience, most of the companies choose to use non-fungible tokens, since they have value only within this ecosystem where we have the property, the investing company, and the persons who are buying the tokens. So most of the tokens, they won't be tradable on other platforms. That is why, for example, our clients, they choose to make the tokens non-fungible. So as you can see, the real estate tokenization in Europe and in UK, and what I heard also in the US, they will have similar issues. They will have unique challenges because of the specific legal framework for the real estate transactions. Tokens can facilitate economic participation in property investment, but currently, our opinion is that they cannot replace the formal legal process required for transferring ownership. So we believe that the issuers of such tokens and developers of such projects, they must clearly communicate this distinction to investors and to structure their token offering accordingly, because it's important that there is no misinterpretation. Nonetheless, tokenization is a significant opportunity for innovation in the real estate sector. And I think that combining the blockchain technology with this specific sector, issuers can create more secure, more transparent, and accessible platforms to, how can I say it, democratize real estate investment.
Thank you very much, Ventsislav. That was excellent. I had a question about which blockchain you're using, but you already answered. It's Ethereum.
Yeah,
Um, okay, I
I'm
think
not a technical guy, but what I saw from our projects, it's for, let me check, they're using ERC20 tokens for
yeah.
fungible utility. tokens
Okay.
and ERC721 for non-fungible. So what I can add, which I forgot, is that for every specific property which we want to be tokenized, we can issue a specific batch of tokens, which are tied directly and only to this property. So there is no miscommunication.
Yes, yes, got it, got it. Yes.